What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a complete live analysis as well as live trading session from A to Z in this New York as well as in London session. So this is the second live for the day. As you have seen that early today we had another session. So let's see, as you know, that this is a very important session, as New York and London session together will be, the market is very volatile always. Tomorrow quite a few high impact news coming, so we could see quite a few good trading opportunity like we do every day. And in this live session also we do open quite a few many trades. So yesterday you have seen we had an incredible gold trade and along with many other trades previously. So today also any trade coming along the way I'll try to open, and I want you guys to keep everything as educational as possible. So let's look at today what we have on the table in the market. I'll be looking at one by one. First of all, I'll be looking at gold. Now before I go to the gold, guys, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So I'll be looking at, first of all, gold to see. Gold looks to me that so far so good. It's bullish as expected. This is 1 hour chart, and I saw the back-to-back two dojis has formed in that zone crossing the 20 EMA, and then gold has a bounce to the upside from that zone. So with that bounce, okay, what we see that what I think that gold, you can see respecting this trend line from the 1 hour. Whenever the price is breaking to that level, is jumping off that trend line. So this is a very crucial level. I see the price is respecting this trend line. This is the 1 hour chart. After the break of this level, whenever the price is bouncing off that zone, coming back down and again bouncing to the upside. At this point, you can see after back-to-back two dojis, the price has made a move to the upside. I'll be waiting for a pullback now on the lower time frame for a bullish trading opportunity. Now if we look at the daily on gold, what we see that from the daily perspective, previous day there was a long doji. Okay, this is a narrow doji has formed on gold, and this narrow doji for me, it's a bullish candle, and this is what exactly expected. As you can see from that zone, the market today opened with a gap and then started to move to the upside. Now there is an imbalance in that zone. You can see a long wick candle and then a red bearish candle. So there is a lot of seller in that zone, has not been balanced by a buyer. So we could see that the market will push to the upside, and there is a you can see the momentum is up. Of course, this is a long-term bullish market, and I will wait for a potential entry opportunity to the upside. From the multi-time frame, what I see that bullish. Now one thing that I'm looking at today is that this is the daily candle, and you can see that from with this daily candle the price already made a move. We could see a pullback in that move later today. In the meantime, I'll also look at the news calendar, looking at the Forex factory. This is a free news site, you know that. Let's look at the news calendar because it will help us to understand why the market is moving. Why more news is not going? Okay, let me look at Forex factory. Okay, so looking at the calendar, it will really help us to understand how the market is moving. Now, if I look at tomorrow, which is today's 9th, so dollar coming, dollar CPI, we will be covering in that live as well. So CPI 10:30 p.m. and CPI yearly, monthly, as well as core CPI. So this is a very high impact news, back to back, 3 of them coming tomorrow, and that will make all the dollar pair as well as gold very volatile. So we could see huge movement in euro dollar, GBP USD, gold, all of them, especially dollar pairs. So as you know that normally when there is a news coming 24 to 48 hours interval, the pairs become very volatile. So we could see that dollar pairs are getting volatile, including gold. So let's look at, with that said, on the gold that we are looking at. Now this is the 4-hour time frame on gold. I see that back to back 2 liquidity candle. One is here, one is here, and these 2 liquidity candle are significantly bullish candle. Now any kind of pullback to that daily support, I will be looking for potential bullish trading opportunity on gold. I will not be selling at the moment because it's a long-term bullish market. Any drop will give us an opportunity for potential buying on gold. Now, so we saw that one candle closed on the 1 hour as a doji. Okay, so let's see if it breaks to the downside, this doji on the 1 hour, we might see that the market grab liquidity and again moving to the upside. Now even looking at the 15 minutes time frame, we see that gold quite a few here as well, multiple liquidity gap. Going back to the 5 minutes, now this is where we see the market is consolidating. Okay, so any entry coming on the market, I will be looking to enter, like we did yesterday. So any entry coming, we will be looking at that. In the meantime, we will be analyzing the pairs to see how it is doing. Okay, so let me know in the chat how you are doing. Okay, very good, thank you. Bharat, hello sir, thank you. Gilberto, good morning, thank you Gilberto. Entertainment goal, gaming with Sam, sir. USD CAD, yeah, absolutely, look at that. Jarek, hope you are doing great, sir. Will you go through dollar yen and GBP CAD for me, please? Yeah, absolutely, I'll be looking at yep, 4-hour time frame. Yeah, let me know the time frame also, so it becomes much easier to see. What do you think about GU? Yeah, absolutely. Marcy, GBP USD, GBP AUD, Madukas, hello. GBP AUD looks to me that bearish so far. Okay, let me look at dollar CAD, dollar yen, and we'll be looking at GBP AUD. So looking at the dollar CAD, okay, so from dollar CAD we see that early today, as I mentioned, this market might be forming an inverted head and shoulder. It has done that. So looks like that dollar CAD might be going up for a reversal or for a long-term movement. Now if we look at dollar CAD, this is a support zone that I have drawn early today, and the price is respecting that level. USD CAD, this is a long-term support level. If I extend it, you'll understand. Okay, and we see the dollar CAD respected this resistance here, created this move, has broken there, tested the support, again form a double bottom, so every time the price is coming here is respecting this level. Okay, what I think that this pattern that you see dollar CAD, this is the 4-hour time frame, this is a bullish pattern. Now overall picture on dollar CAD also, you can see this is a long-term bullish market starting with this is in fact a huge bull market. Now always, this is why bigger picture is very, very important to look at what the market is doing. When you look at the bigger picture, it becomes much easier to see long-term direction in the market. at the end of the day, the market, goes, if you're looking to have a bigger trade, then always, try to trade with the bigger time frame in the direction of the higher time frame, unless you are trading on 5 minutes. Especially, let's say, if your trading time is on the 4 hour, like the dollar cat, then best to look at monthly, weekly, daily, and try to align together 4 time frame in the same direction. This is where the volume comes, huge volume. Now if you're trading time in 5 minutes, then maybe you could look at on the 4 hour and 1 hour and 15 minute, and then try to align with that, will give you a very high probability setup. Now dollar cat, from this support, you can see it formed an inverted head and shoulder. For me, looks to me that it might come down for another retest, but so far it is bullish. Okay, but the trend, you can see it's a big trend, and it may not straight away go like that. If you look at the past, you will understand that. You can see this kind of reversal, it come down for another liquidity grab. In every aspect, you'll see that. You'll see after this move, it has come back down again for another liquidity grab. In all moves like this. Okay, so it's forming inverted head and shoulder, but what I think that after forming, either along the way giving a liquidity grab. Okay, now to explain that, sometime communication become a little bit of difficult to say exactly what I am thinking in this market to look at. This is why I there is a lesson has been recorded early yesterday and today for you. For Saturday, I will be releasing on, in this kind of situation, 5 minutes time frame, what do I look at on gold. Normally in this kind of situation, let's say when you see this inverted head and shoulder, and let's say like that forming, and you'll see that the market will give you some signs of potential change of momentum by grabbing multiple liquidity. There are a couple of candles that you can look at like that, and then look for potential bullish trading opportunity. This is how normally I look for trading opportunity in the market. So that lessons will be released on Saturday for free on YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe and also press that bell notification. This is the 5 minutes time frame system on gold. As you know that most of the trade that I open on gold based on the 5 minutes time frame. So I explain everything, that what do I look at in this time frame when I trade gold. So the same thing, time frame is different, but on the 4 hour here also I'll be looking the same kind of things. You can see there is an inverted head and shoulder, and then let the price form a consolidation pattern here, and then let it grab liquidity multiple times. Once you see the market has done that, then we'll look for potential bullish trading opportunity. So for me, I think that it might in that way it might go up to test this level here. This is the previous support, turn resistance, and could be a very important area of value to look at for the potential opportunity. So for me, I think dollar getting a little bit of stronger against CAD and most of the pairs for short term, and we'll look at the long term picture as well to see what it is doing. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you give a big like and also subscribe to the channel, so that the stream shows to more people, because when you engage more on that, it becomes much easier for the YouTube algorithm to pick it and put it in the front of the search engine. So your effort has been appreciated. Thank you very much. Madhuksa, JP, look at that. Good day. Thank you. Good day. Speedo, good morning, sir. I see liquidity block in 2030 area. Do you think It's a good entry point for long. I'll be looking at that. Speedo for gold, yeah, thank you very much. Hello, there is the indices US30, NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely look at that. Hi sir, could you please check US30 and NASDAQ? Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Sure, we look at US30 as well, and NASDAQ, everything. Kakulan, thank you. Kakulan, hey coach, can you look at Gbpusd AUD? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. Aussie yen, Euro USD. Okay, thank you very much. Martin, just use proper risk management and the put SL below. Very good, Martin. Yeah, absolutely. Risk management is the key to success as a trader. USD risk management, along with the proper trading psychology, and even with a weaker strategy, you can gain good return from your trading if you know how to do the risk management. Is very important to look at. Looks long. Yeah, very good, thank you, Gilberto. Yeah, looks like that. So GBP AUD, I was looking at today early. We saw that GBP AUD in pre-London session. This is what I mentioned, that after going to that resistance, we could see GBP AUD again breaking towards the downside. Now GBP AUD, from the bigger picture, this is a from the monthly. If I look at, we saw that this market has reached that monthly resistance level. Okay, this is the monthly resistance zone here, and with that monthly resistance, GBP AUD from this resistance level had a significant rejection. Now this monthly rejection is in fact a pullback. Now there might be you might find sometime a bit confusing to think of it's a pullback, so which way I should be trading. That's why actually it is very important to look at your trading time frame and what time frame you are. So this is the puzzle. Normally in the beginning a trader find it difficult to understand. So the key points here is to look at your a base time frame and the higher time frame. So base time frame is what we called your trading time frame, and the higher time frame is could be 2 to 3 time frames higher. So let's say a higher time frame pullback could be your trading time frame and direction of the trade. Normally I prefer mostly to go with the higher time frame and lower time frame in the same direction, but you will not find it always. For example, this is the GBP AUD and there is a monthly impulse. This is the higher time frame, right? Now it is coming down for a pullback, so I cannot wait. Let's say if GBP AUD anyone trading, for example, on the 4-hour, and cannot wait for 2 months or 3 months to pull back over, right? So in that case, when it is in a pullback on the higher time frame, lower time frame can give good trading opportunity, but you need to do it in the right spot so that you can enter in the right spot. So if we look at the weekly, that is what we see from this resistance. There is a rejection previous week, a red candle. I think that this week also you could see GBP AUD is dropping down. Now if we look at the daily, you see there is a daily head and shoulder here. Okay, now with that daily head and shoulder, GBP AUD has a drop. Okay, this is the daily impulse and leaving at a very important level here, which is the previous support here, resistance here, term resistance, and we see that the market now slowly rejecting. I think that GBP AUD might be coming down a little further towards the downside. From the lower time frame, from 4-hour, we saw quite a few dodges, and then the market from this support has this move. For me, it's a fake move. it's for me it's a manipulation to the upside. And you can see in 38 minutes time this candle is closing as a red candle. If this is a fake move, then we could see that GBP/AUD having another drop, and that could lead this instrument to coming back to that baseline, to the support level, which is very possible to happen. So this could be the wave of GBP/AUD, and looks to me that it's a fake move because already we saw a couple of candles manipulated here. Finally this green candle has gone up, and now this one, after crossing that one high as well, coming down. And GBP/AUD for me it's bearish. Now as I mentioned that anything could happen, I could be wrong, though my trade alert for those who are in the VIP know that very high accurate, making good trading experience, but at the same time keep you guys cautious that anytime it could go the other direction. So make sure that anything I am telling, take it as an educational, and any trading decision you make it should be on the demo account, so that you can learn and grow as a trader. Okay, this is the main goal of this academy, this live streaming, so that you can learn and grow as a trader. Also, if you want to learn the strategy that we are trading, also you can join us. Link in the description area. You can visit the website. Euro USD. Yeah, next we'll be looking at Euro USD. Hello, US30, NASDAQ. Thanks a lot, user. No problems. Euro. I have a buy trade in Euro USD at, okay, so GBP looks to me that short-term GBP USD euro dollar a bit bearish. Okay, looking at the dollar yen. Dollar yen, this is a bigger picture. If we look at from the monthly on dollar yen, we see that this is the monthly price action. Long-term picture on dollar yen is a bullish market. Okay, we saw that from this monthly support, dollar yen has a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what we saw that dollar yen created a higher low on this monthly and has formed this long wick candle so far in the first week. If we look at weekly, this is the weekly candle, and for me you can see that the market after a little it's in the middle, has not gone down or up. So weekly in the first 2 days the market is still in the same place. Let's see on the daily. Now this is where the key points here on dollar yen. For me this is a long-term bullish, but I think the dollar yen might still may drop a little bit, but from the daily still I'm not fully confident either the market is going down or going up, because it's still not showing clear direction. The trend is up, but it's just sideways. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see this is a channel here. Now only if I look at this zone here on the 4 hour, okay, on dollar yen, in that zone it is bullish. Okay, in that area it is bullish. Now with that bullish move, why? Because if you look at this intraday time frame on dollar yen, you can see that there is a reversal pattern has broken out and then form a channel here. Okay, so with that channel, so this is a bullish channel. Normally when you see this kind of price action, a double bottom breakout forming a channel, this market should be breaking to the upside as a law of trading. Okay, so there are some law in trading that I say the law of trading. So as a law of trading, it should be breaking to the upside. Then when will I make my trading decision? If I see the dollar yen, you can see already we see back to back 2 dojis here, that in fact kind of bullish price action so far. because whenever the price is coming down to the support level, the buyers are buying. Now for me to go long on dollar yen, I need to see a strong liquidity graph from the bottom. Now all my trading decision, almost 99% of my trade, I take according to the strategy with liquidity graph. Now there are two things. I don't trade only based on liquidity. As you know that we do have a specific strategy, but I need to see that I have a trade that has satisfied the strategy along with it grab liquidity, because liquidity is the fuel of the market. So we see that on dollar yen, the price, this is the long wick candle here, and back to back two, and then we saw that from this zone the price in fact has a rejection towards the upside, and I think it might move a little bit in a sideways here. For me it could turn to bullish the way that we see, but I want to see that it grab liquidity, especially if this is where the patience comes in place, and this is why big boys always hunt those who are less patient. So you see that this is the, if we enter like that, stop loss here, we could target big one, but what it could do that hunt us and then could continue to rise. Even it could rise from here, it depends on what strategy you're using, but for me I want to see that dollar yen has grabbed liquidity enough, and then it's moving to the upside. Okay, so from this time frame on the 4 hour, I see that dollar yen is potential bullish. Okay guys, so let's see. Euro AUD, absolutely good morning Noami, thank you very much for being here. Again, good afternoon coach, always happy to join you. How can you find entry on GBP AUD? Okay, again, let me look at that. GBP AUD, if I look at the entry, this one, if I saw that a bit more bigger drop, I would enter. The only thing here entering is it might just go for another spike. So far this is a bearish market, but for me I want to see a bit more high probability trade for entering. Okay, I do that. Most of my trade I take with a very high probability setup, and you see similar kind of trade that Euro CHF. This one we closed today with 2.9 times profit. Now for those who were in the New York session live yesterday, if you remember, can anyone confirm that you remember that I was talking about this Euro CHF trade, the price might come down, so that you know exactly what we are talking about. If we refer back to that, then it will be actually will be much easier to understand. So if we look at that, so Euro CHF, that we have seen that this is the Euro CHF, and this is where I have sold this market. Stop loss with 14p and TP target, we kept it open. Now this is the Euro CHF trade. Why did I enter this trade? Okay, when there is a saying that if you are cooking rice and if you press one of them, then it will tell you the story of the whole rice, what's happened. So that's why analyzing one will give you a bit more clearer information about many other trades coming along the way. So Eurusdjpy, you can see that that's the trade that also sent to the VIP community who are trading with us, along with YouTube live trade that we did on gold yesterday. Now let me see how many of you remember about this trade. Geo, please. Absolutely, Martin. Pound is too strong. Why not look into Euro AUD? I took that. Awesome, Noami. Thank you. I saw. Very good. Thanks for that. Awesome. Good afternoon, sir. Very good. Amazing. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So you see that the reason I have entered this trade, see how many candle it has crossed. So instead of thinking, for example, a pin bar or a doji, think in terms of liquidity. This is what I tell that, guys, that there is a saying that greatest scientist of all time, Nikola Tesla, said that if you want to know the secret of this universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. We'll talk about that too. And if you want to know the secret of the market, then think in terms of liquidity, market structure, and price action. This is where exactly the liquidity comes in place. If you know where the liquidity is, you know that which way the market will be heading. Now, to train my mind, many times I did a lot of time to map the chart. What I used to do before is creating a contour on the chart where the liquidity is, and try to understand, to train my mind to see where the liquidity is. Because why it is important for the education to learn like this, because if you look at the chart, overall chart, you see a lot of things on the chart, a pin bar, a moving average crossover, a long wick candle. But once you train your mind to look at a specific detail, and you start to all of a sudden start to see a lot of them. Okay, this is how our mind works. So once you tell your mind that, okay, this is where it is, and all of a sudden you start to pay attention to those things and excluding all other part of that zone. This is why it is important to look at specific. This is why I repeat those things, because repetition is the key. Our mind is naturally a bit more restless, for everyone like that. It's okay, but once you train, it gives you a huge output. In fact, mind is only the tool that you can use to give you what you want in life. So you can see the back to back two dojis high with this red candle, and then the next one has crossed that high. So grab liquidity. So the best way to understand the liquidity is think about where everyone putting their stop loss, and from that zone you can look at how the liquidity works. And you can see that from that zone, in fact, Eurusdjpy has given that incredible trade that we are running. We close to it, 2.9 times profit on this one, and it's worked out. I think that it might go a bit more down to the downside. Okay, give a bit more towards the downside. So this is where I talk about that liquidity, looking at the liquidity, so that you know exactly how the market is moving. Now, a part of this story is also before we go to the next analysis about the that in terms of energy, frequency, why it's important. Sometimes I bring those topic also in this trading, is in fact a very relevant these days when it comes to the fear, greed, emotion. Because believe it or not, we think that, let's say, as a trader, I thought in that way, and I saw that hundreds of thousands of trader almost similar think in the similar way, is that if we have a strategy and this and that, we can be profitable. But as a matter of fact, is you need to overcome fear and greed to be profitable as a trader. Now then, how does the frequency and energy help you to overcome fear? So I'm gonna explain with a very fundamental aspect. By listening to this, you will see that you eliminate many of this fear from trading that you are experiencing. See, if we look at ourselves, okay, as a human, in the fundamental level, like if you go to the subatomic level, because everything, for those who have, know everything made of atom, molecule, the whole universe is energy and molecule. And if you break that down, okay, to the very fundamental level, that is where it comes to energy. Everything is energy, made of energy, okay? Chair, table. If you have gone to the physics class, you know that everything is made of energy. Now, we also made of energy. And when it comes to emotion, some people might tell you, okay, do that, then you can overcome emotion in trading. In fact, no, you can't overcome emotion in trading. It's a wrong approach. You can't overcome. In fact, if you overcome emotion, then you will not remain anymore human, because as a human, we need emotion to operate. So how does it work? So the fear is a kind of emotion. If you look at the spectrum of emotion, every single day, every one of us going through emotion, some kind of, okay, either any kind of emotion of happiness is an emotion, joy is an emotion, peace is an emotion, fear is an emotion, greed is an emotion that we can't deny as a human. It's a primordial aspect of human being. Now, if you look at this spectrum, okay, the emotion is like that, the energetic vibration, okay. Now, the purpose of every act we do as a human is to go to the higher emotion, because this is where the higher energy. You see, some people can accomplish a lot of things with almost without anything. When your emotion is higher, then money is not a problem for you. See, try to understand what I'm saying. Money is a struggle for when we operate on Newtonian level, where there is a struggle, there is a force to think, force needed to make things happen. This is not me, this is the science, and also every aspect. This is the universal law. So when we operate on the energetic level, on the, let's say, the lower emotion, that fear, greed, which is normal to experience, this is where it becomes a struggle, everything in life. But once that emotion that energetic frequency increases, that emotion turn into higher emotion, okay. And as you know, that energy cannot be destroyed, cannot be subtract, or cannot be added. It's constant all in this whole universe. The only thing that is the change in the degree of the frequency. Then people started to create a different life, and this is where the fear, or emotion of fear is a lower state of emotion that we all have now, and greed. So how do you then work on that? So you need to create a plan for your trading. First of all, creating an awareness is the key. Just without doing anything, you can transform that lower vibrational emotion to higher emotion by just being present with it, okay. You see, when we any kind of experience emotion we experience, there is always there will be some action will come from that emotion. See, distraction is the biggest killer of everything. So if you can stay present with that emotion, that automatically will subside. Any emotion comes, if you can be present with it, be present without acting from that emotion, then it will subside, and then slowly you started to experience naturally the higher emotion. So there's a lot of things. It's trading. We can't maybe able to explain today everything, but this is the main points here is to eliminate or transform the lower emotion into higher emotion, so that you can overcome fear, greed from trading and become a profitable trader. Okay, these are the 2 points that very important, along with the risk management. If you master your emotion along with the risk management, it's much easier. The simple exercise that I can offer is, when you sit on your trading desk, 10 to 15 minutes time, just try to stay quiet, stay in solitude. It will help you to eliminate many of the the emotion coming from trading. So let me know in the chat if you still have any question on that, so that we can move on to the next one. We are doing well today. Very good. I'm doing very well, Will. Can we sell now? You absolutely. So I put we'll be looking at that. US30. Yep, we'll be looking at US30 now. So we see that there is a candle close coming before that. Looking at the US30. Okay, so we see that US30 from the daily perspective, I'll be looking at first of all monthly. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll be looking at now, this is the monthly time frame on okay, so gold, we see there's some lower time frame breakdown on gold. Let me see. With that breakdown, we could see a little down. Let's see how it does. I think that this move towards the downside could give an opportunity for buying. This 4-hour candle, previous one is a bullish candle. Now I think that gold is coming down for deeper pullback. Okay, if we look at the 15 minutes, so 1 hour, This is a 1 hour chart. I think that gold, you can see it's coming down for a bit more deeper pullback, and it could even retest this trend line again, or at least to this neckline of this previous resistance turn support, which may not come that far, but if we see that gold has dropped to that level, yeah, we'll talk about the CPI. That's a very important topic also. I'm just looking at this one at the moment. I think gold, yeah, it's coming down for a deeper pullback. Okay, and once we can see, we'll be looking for potential opportunity on this one. Okay, let's see how it does. So in the meantime, let me go back to the US30 to see what it is doing now. US30, for me, you can see there was a bit more stronger movement to the upside on US30. This is the 4-hour time frame, and with that movement created this impulse. Now it has corrected, has come to an important level where there's the previous resistance turn support here, and from that zone we saw that US30 from this previous resistance turn support has formed this narrow doji. Now I think that you can see this is a very important level. If we see that US30 managed to start a bullish move, could be a potential zone for buying opportunity. But at the same time, if we look at the weekly, if the price, respect this resistance level, if it, it might even change its trend to come down well below. Now, no one can tell you, but for this perspective so far on the lower time frame is bullish, but I want to see actually how it is doing here, because the market could change its trend. Even you can see there is a long consolidation. We know that the market is a bullish trend, but at the same time this market is respecting this resistance zone, and there is a big tail here, there's a tail here, so it could be a reversal call as well. But for me, I will not be selling at the moment here until I see the complete breakdown. From the daily, there was a narrow doji. Today also so far bearish. The price on the previous resistance turn support. It's neither now buy nor sell. Buying a bit more difficult at the moment because the price is still under this roof, under this resistance level, and more of possible now for towards the downside, because as I mentioned, bigger picture is bullish, but from the daily this is a narrow range and the price still couldn't break the resistance, so we could see some more down until we see that break. If the price managed to break this resistance, then we look for buying. So for that purpose, from the lower time frame, this is the impulse correction. Can expect impulse, but until we see that impulse happen, I will not be doing anything. And if it cannot break this resistance, then we could see further sliding down, and in that case even it could change its trend to come down well below. Okay, so for that reason, I was not trading US30 this week so far. I want to see that it's giving me proper entry, then we can look for potential selling opportunity on US30. Good day, coach. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks, coach. Explain. Malik, thank you very much. Degraded, but no worries. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that. GBP CAD. Yeah, absolutely. Trish, please see gold. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Jeff. Hello coach, I'm short on GB. Should I continue? I'll be looking at that today. Coach, GBP and ZD in TF. Thanks for time frame. Yeah. Good morning. Really liked your. Thanks for that, Jeff. Actually, these things, I experienced a lot, and I just share my opinion. Also, you guys can share your ideas also on the live chat. So let me look at GBP JPY. Now, before going to the GBP JPY, guys, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And this Saturday I will be releasing some content this Saturday and Sunday in London session time on YouTube. So make sure you press that bell button so that once I release, you are notified. I will be premiering one day earlier, so on the YouTube channel for free, so you guys can watch that about some 5 minutes time frame that I trade gold and what do I look. In fact, you can learn from that video. So GBP JPY, looking now, this is a trade that early today we opened on GBP JPY. We secured half profit, the other half break even. So as I mentioned in my pre-London session analysis as well, also this trade was sent to the VIP students because I just opened that trade before the live started in the pre-London session. Traded this middleman, have worked out around 15 pip, and then we took the rest break even. So this was a good trade, almost 1-to-1 gain on this one. So this one has gained. Now let me see what's happening at the moment on GBP JPY. Looking at the intraday time frame on GJ, first I'll look at daily. Now from the daily, guys, GBP JPY for me, I think that this market will drop slowly further. I don't think that GBP JPY will be able to break high that way because there is an impulse correction and this is a complete vertical move, and it may not be able to break that way until it gain enough momentum liquidity from this daily, especially daily support level, whether it's the daily 20 EMA. I think that GJ might come down a little further. So if we look at bigger picture monthly, we can see that there's a monthly candle so far rejected from the top. Now there is only one thing that you need to see. When you look at the market, you will understand in fact how the market behave. Now market normally, when it goes in the direction of the major impulse, it has a very high momentum, but when the market goes in the direction of the pullback or the lower time frame, it normally had a very slower movement. Now GBP JPY, you can see that this market, this is the bullish move, and if you look at the weekly, you can see that also very strong bullish. Previous week there is a doji. Now why am I thinking that the market should be dropping? So from the multi-time frame analysis, what we see that GBP JPY resistance, there is a liquidity gap from a doji, and this long week on the weekly to the downside has not been tested yet properly, and very highly likely that GJ might come down to fill that week, at least some part of it. So there is a probability for GJ to have done, to have come down to test this zone. Now this is the daily candle. You can see there is a movement, correction movement, and I think that it should come down a little further, at least near this 20 EMA on the daily, and then we might see that later bullish move. So from the lower time frame, from intraday, we see that the market is consolidating along the zone, okay, and this current candle, which is closing in 2 minutes, has a liquidity, but it's against the trend so far. this kind of move normally becomes slow. This is what I was talking about, that when you see that the market in a pullback, it becomes a bit slower. Then let's say you can see this movement in the direction was very strong, but when it coming for a pullback, it's slow. So GBP JPY, that's why I open in a very lower time frame on the 15 minutes. But for me, it might come down a little, but it depends on how the price action is forming. It could be bearish, but for me, I don't have any trade at the moment on GBP JPY. Yes, it could come down further. The way I see price action, it could be towards the downside. Jeff, question: what's the difference between 1 hour time frame and 5 minutes time frame? On 5 minutes, gold is going up, 1 hour is going down. Can you brief? Yeah, very good question. This is what I was expecting from everyone. Always look at the time frame difference. So the question is the difference between 1 hour time frame and 5 minutes time frame. On 5 minutes, gold is going up, on 1 hour going down. Okay, so let's say if you are trading on the 5 minutes, let's look at the gold here as well. Okay, now synchronization is very important to time frame synchronization. That let's say this is the, let's go to the 1 hour. Now from the 1 hour, what we see that gold, this is the bearish candle, right? Now if you look at the 5 minutes, you can see the same situation, but at some point you could see that on the 1 hour the price is bullish, and on the 5 minutes especially it might differ because of the pullback and the impulse. Let's say this is 1 hour candle, right? Now if you look at the 1 minute, you might see from this zone the market is reversing to the upside. So from the 1 hour, if you see a red candle that has a long wick, from 5 minutes you could see that this is in a pullback. It's going up. On the 1 minute maybe it's bullish. So this is how it works, that lower time frame and the higher time frame price action. It's very important that you understand that, because without understanding lower time frame and higher time frame, it might be sometimes difficult for you to understand how the market moves. So the best trade found is when you align higher time frame with the lower time frame. How does it work? For example, now you see that 1 hour price action, 1 hour market is, and the market structure is bullish on the 1 hour, right? Now if you look at the 5 minutes, what do you see? This zone is bearish. If you look at the 1 hour, this is a bullish market. Okay, so then when do you find a trade in the same direction? Let's say you can see this is a support for all time frame, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour. Now if your entry, let's say you want to enter a trade on the 5 minutes, let the price to come down here, consolidate, and give you a very strong bullish price action from here. Now you go to the 1 hour and you see that the market in fact respecting this 1 hour support. Now your entry is 5 minutes. The trend that you're looking at 1 hour is going in the same direction, so it's a very high probability setup. And normally entering based on the multi time frame, this is how exactly it works, that based on the higher time frame and then entering in the lower time frame. So in nutshell, trading works is like that: looking at the higher time frame, entering in the lower time frame. So this is the simplest sentence to explain. Look at the higher time frame, enter in the lower time frame. So then when do you pinpoint the entry? Where you see the higher time frame area of value. This is what I explained in a separate lesson that I will be releasing this weekend on Saturday London session time. Make sure that you watch that how you can identify an area of value on the higher time frame and then find your entry on the lower time frame, so that you exactly know that when to find an entry in what situation. So it will be available on in the weekend during the London session time. So if you make sure that you don't miss out, and also press the bell button. Once I release that, then you will be notified and you can watch that. And I will be premiering it. I will be with you present live, so that you can ask any question regarding that lesson. It's a very important, and this one is based on gold 5 minutes trading, how you can look at the higher time frame and then find an entry on the lower time frame. Okay, let me look at now. Hello coach, what's motivate you in trading? Bapandi, very good question. I have to say something bro I have never said. I'll tell you what motivate you. Thanks for your advice. Thank you very much, Mariola. No problems. Could you look at your USD please? Has broke. Very good. Or how about GU, sir? Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. I'll come back to that point of what motivates me as a trader. So you see that gold from the intraday time frame has a rejection on the 4 hour to the level. Let me look at the daily. Now in that move, I think that gold now is coming to the daily support. It might now test this level at 2020 even. Okay, so it could come back down now in this zone, where this is the daily support and very high liquidity area in that zone on gold. So it's now just grabbing liquidity, hitting all the stop loss, and then it will just move to the other direction after some time. So breaking that zone will be, it's a local breakdown. This is what I call a local breakdown. So once we see that local breakdown will be done, we could see that gold again bouncing to the upside. Let it break first. Gold, this is how gold behave. You'll see sometime gold will have a breakdown, okay, and then will give you a very good entry opportunity. Normally when it does, that's where the best trading opportunity comes in place. Now looking at the daily again, this is the daily support 2020, and coming to the support level will give us an opportunity for an entry on gold. Okay, so if we look at that, interesting, there is a huge drop. For me, I want to see that it has broken this support completely. Okay, so with that break we might see that gold 51 minutes later this candle will be closed. Okay, because it's now, it's coming down, let it come down until we see that it has reversed. Okay, now it might, it might have a stronger drop to grab all of them, all this liquidity, because the channel is, this is the channel to the upside. Back to back 2 times we have seen this channel has broken to the upside but hasn't broken towards the downside yet. So a pin bar is forming here. I want to see one more drop breaking this support. This is the daily support 2020 level, and then reversing from here. From the weekly, this is a bullish market, no doubt, but just to see where it is actually trying to be heading. Okay, so we'll keep that watching. Let's see what it does. Jeff, thanks coach. We'll be waiting. Thank you very much. Is that here on YouTube or just for VIP? Which one? Greek geek, which one? Gbpusd, GBP carrier. Again, how do you identify high liquidity area? Very good question. We'll be looking at that. Can you at this point, when it is dropping, I don't, I'm not gonna buy now. Just dropping, and when it start to drop, it might drop a lot. We don't know how far it will drop. That's why we need to stop it drop, and then once it will start to rise, creating again liquidity grab, that is where we will be looking for buying, right? Patience is the key, as you know that we always we do open quite a few trades in this live. So Papandia Rajan, what motivates you in trading? Please share. Okay, very good question. So what did motivate you? I also need to know, guys, because I talk about a lot about me. I want to know about you also. Let me know what in fact motivates you in your trading. It's important, what do you think that what motivates you in trading? Understanding this will really, if you little bit dig deep into yourself to see, what really your source of motivation will give you a great inspiration to move forward. Let me know in the chat what motivates you in your trading while I'm looking at Let me look at the euro dollar. Now euro dollar early today I have posted analysis that one to come back to the support level. I was planning to sell, and then I saw that it was in a zone where it can be sold, but because the trend is still was still bullish, now it's breaking down. I didn't sell euro dollar, but it has come to the level where we see the price is now breaking down. Now if you look at the bigger picture, euro dollar, this is the weekly chart, we might see that euro dollar is coming down to this 20 EMA, near 20 EMA, 38.2% Fibonacci level on the weekly. If we look at the daily, we can see that after forming quite a few days of consolidation, euro dollar now coming down. I think that with that we could see some drop, and from the lower time frame, this is the liquidity candle. With that liquidity candle, the price in fact has dropped towards the downside on euro dollar. Now when it is dropping, is in fact from a very long term consolidation here, has broken down, okay, from this important level of support, broken below this level of support, after coming down well below, then I think euro dollar might have another bounce. We look at weekly, the price already has broken this doji low. There is a 38.2% Fibonacci, but it's a pullback. Keep in mind, it's not the trend is still up. We saw significant consolidation. Now slowly we could see downward move. Now for me to sell euro dollar, I just need to see move up again, testing this level that we have drawn, this support level. It's not a clearly defined support, but any kind of pullback, okay, and then giving again rejection from the top, then only we can sell. Otherwise, let's see how it does. Euro dollar, we can see the market is changing its trend from uptrend to the downtrend, but in a very critical zone. This is a no man's land in an uptrend, and anytime we could see the market again reversing. So for me, euro dollar, wanna see the market is creating a pattern for a potential sell. Gbpusd candle has closed, and we can see that this is a very narrow price action now in this zone. Slowly it might drop a little further, and then we could see that again bullish move started. So we see the candle close. Let me look at all the pairs, guys, quickly to see who is doing what. Aussie yen, Aussie yen looks like that slowly again picking up. AUD, USD, Euro, GBP. Euro looks very weak. Euro CHF, and you can see this is the a trade that we have closed just after our gold trade yesterday. Euro CHF also we have closed 2.9 times profit target on this one. And this is why I mentioned that, guys, if you want to also join us, learn our strategies, and also trade with us, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. We do have really great trading every week. We are doing very well. Last week we had gained 370 pip net with proven, all the proven track record, and also around 10.4% on alone last week. This week so far we have done almost all trades are winner. This is the Euro CHF 2.6 time early today. GBPJPY we had around 15 pip. Yesterday Euro AUD hit 2 times profit target from last week. Gold trade we had 3 times profit target, and this is how we are doing. And this is where I committed to give the best trading education along with the best strategy, everything. So if you want to be part of that, you can join us. Link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. I will invite you to join us because it needs proper guidance if you really want to be a successful trader. You can do it alone. I tried, but I lost a lot of money until I focus on my learning. So you can try alone, but use for those who tried alone, that actually it takes a bit more time and a lot of losing before becoming a consistently profitable trader. So Euro CHF for me, what I think that the way I see that the market, I think it might drops further. The way I see it could be a bit more down. Now looking at the Eurojpy, looks to me that Eurojpy also showing potential bearish price action. If you look at the daily, you can see that after this daily doji, the price now slowly dropping. And for Eurojpy, I think that you can see this the daily 20 mm coming. We could see a bit more down. If we look at the weekly, previous week there is a red candle at the top. It's a doji or middleman from the liquidity zone, and the price after a little pullback to the upside, the market is coming down. I think that this week we could see that EJ again breaking this weekly low. If we look at monthly, also you see the same situation. Daily, we have looked at from the lower time frame, the price action after massive drop has gone up. Now we can see that another drop is coming. So this is a bearish candle. So far it has formed here. I think that slowly EJ also will try to break this support, or even could continue to drop a lot to the downside. And this last session candle, this EJ is a bearish middleman for me, and I think that the market will continue to drop in that one. Okay, so let's go back to gold to see. Now we see some recover on gold on the 5 minutes time frame. So we see again the price is from the support is picking up. Yeah, from 4 hour we can see 39 minutes is still remaining. Yeah, it's still maintaining bullish price action. You can see this is the daily, and from the 1 hour 30 minutes, I just look at all time frame to see. Okay, so for me now I see that gold, you can see after this coming to this support level, the market now again picking to the upside. Okay, and it could continue to rise to the upside. So you see that just looking at the current situation. Okay, this is a looks like it's a reversal now again from the support. See, the market normally does this all the time. There is an imbalance here on the 1 hour chart, and you see the market has come down to that level, feel that imbalance, and now it's pushing to the upside from that imbalance. So for me, if we see on the 5 minutes time frame again the market making false breakout along the zone, we'll look for bullish trading opportunity in this. So Euro USD has a significant drop. Going back to that one again, it's already on the support level. It's now started to come down for a pullback, and this is the weekly chart. Very highly likely that now it will come a little towards the downside, because it is started a long-term pullback on this one. This is the monthly chart, and from the daily it has already broken this local trend line, daily support level. Okay, so with that breakout from the daily, we see that euro dollar has a significant drop. Now this is a liquidity candle that I always talk about. Probably you have seen that this is a liquidity candle, and this kind of candle I really love trading. Okay, this is a very high probability candles here. The only thing that I love trading this kind of with the direction of the trend is very important. Okay, when the price shows me this kind of price action in the direction of the trend, I take it for the full profit. The lesson for time frame and how and low time frame entry. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Okay, it will be on YouTube for everyone. Gbpusd, absolutely. Thank you very much. Okay, coach, I'm watching your live trading since 2022. Just want to thank you for all. Your last signal you already helped me to earn $12,000. Okay, very good from account. Thank you, Engi. Yeah, absolutely. This is where love you, no problems. Thank you, Engi. This is the main goal of everything. Okay, look, I'm very detached from what I do. It's very important. This is why I can give this kind of things, because I know that you guys truly love this channel, and because of that I can give you all of this. Anything comes from passion will always create the best result. And in case of you also, same thing, guys. Once you do something from the place of passion and determination, and then it definitely will be yours. Okay, there's no doubt about it, because anything anyone wants is always there for you. The only thing is one need to prove their worthiness to have it. Anything anyone wants is yours. Okay, I'm repeating the same thing, because the only thing that one needs to prove is one's worthiness to have it. How does it work? For example, you want to be a profitable trader, or you want to do perform challenge or get a funded account, or anything you want to do, there will be some test always for you. And once you do that, it's already there. And if you know that how it works, it becomes much easier. See, there was a time when I started my trading. You saw that how I trade now. Everyone who are in the YouTube live and the VIP knows my trade, but I was not like that. I was continuously losing money. Every day, I make loss, and then I go to my bed, I lay down, and I ask myself one question, that what can I do to improve in this zone? What can I do to do that? And then ideas comes, I act on that idea day after day after day. It becomes completely programmed. This is how it works. There is a shortcut, but only your education will make you shortcut. But there is no like a overnight something. You need to give little bit of time and patience and think about it. It's gonna happen, no doubt about it. Thank you very much. Does this lifetime access includes one-to-one session? Noami, yeah, I always with all my students, yeah, it includes one-to-one session if you need it. Or hello, which market session usually does manipulation happens? Okay, very good question, Charles. How can I turn around 100 to be able to subscribe to you? Charles, yes, you can do that definitely if you do the proper if you follow the proper strategy. Thanks for answering, I appreciate it. No problems, very good. Which market session usually does manipulation happen? Okay, so in all market session manipulation happens, because without manipulation market doesn't move. So it could be on Sydney session, it could be on Tokyo session, it could be in London, New York session. In all sessions manipulations happens. The only difference is that there's no difference. In fact, when big boys like the banks, institutional trader trades, that manipulation happen, because without manipulation the market cannot move, and they cannot trade like us. They cannot instantly buy or sell from there. They need to see the market price has gone in a certain zone, so that they can place their order block by block. So this is why the manipulation happens. Okay, so it depends on the price action. I'm more on focus on price action and market structure than anything else, because regardless of session or time frame, when the market do the manipulate, you can see on the chart, it's visible. There is a lot of videos also I posted on the YouTube to understand when the manipulation happens. If you are not sure, also let me know, I'll explain more. So can you please analyze GJ? Thank you. So GJ, we looked at it. I'll be looking at again. GBP looks to me that slowly it might come down towards downside. If you look at the daily, you can see that the market, after this big bull candle, there's a narrow weekly doji. I think slowly it might come towards downside, but the break may not be very strong, because already the impulse is to the upside. Okay, always I look at the left side. If you see the left side like that, you cannot expect for the price to move like that. You can expect for the price to move a huge drop when you see left side. Let me show you. You see, this is the Euro CHF trade. You see left side. When you see left side is down, okay, long time bearish, this is where you can expect for the price to drop. But when you see left side is an uptrend, it might come very slowly, but any point you even can expect to have a bounce. Okay, so for GBP if I look at the daily, we already looked at, I think slowly it might come down towards the downside for a deeper pullback. No problems, thank you. Awesome. In the meantime, guys, if you looking for regulated broker, you can join About Trade. I'm giving a link of About Trade in the live chat. You can join About Trade if you are looking for regulated broker. I recommend regulated broker. That will help you to stay in a safe hand. So the link given in the live chat, you can use that link to open and start trading journey. So let's look at quickly all the pairs that in the market. Gold. Gold is still, you know, it has come down to an important level, and okay, so there is a, this is the 5 minutes candle. It's forming. Still, the price action is not fully clear which way it's gonna go. It might form here a reversal. Okay, as I mentioned, it could, yeah, the way this is the 5 minutes candle, and yeah, it's forming. So far it might close as a bullish candle. Okay, so this one here, it's a bullish pattern. It's the 5 minutes candle. The pattern is bullish. Otherwise, it is a bullish engulfer. Yeah, the price action so far on the lower time frame showing that we might see again bullish move, because it's still maintaining this support, has come to the daily level, okay, to grab liquidity, and for me it's bullish. But in case if it do like that, that's a different story, which is also a possibility to happen. But for me, I think that you can see this still maintaining the support. Can see that now look, there are two probability now, as I mentioned, that it might form like that and then break towards the downside for you know, to break this support to come to that zone. One probability. Another probability is for the price to remain bullish and then to go up again. So it will really depends on how the price is forming, the structure is forming here. Normally I trade when the trend is established. You see, this is the 5 minutes time frame. The trend is still remaining bearish. Okay, guessing reversal pattern may not work, but better to wait for the trend to be bullish and then to go long. All right, guys, in the meantime, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's look at speed to gold again. Absolutely, US30. I'll be looking at that US30. So you see that gold is still in a consolidation. Looking at the US30, okay, this is the 5 minute. There's a huge bounce back to back to 5 minutes candle, 1 hour. Okay, so you see that US30 has a, it look like that the market is bouncing off this zone. From the 5 minutes we saw that two big liquidity candle on US30, and it looks like that US30 might go up for a short term. Okay, we could see some bullish move on US30. This is the 5 minutes time frame, and looks to me that back to back two bullish candle here with multiple liquidity gap. And this is the 15 minutes candle, also looks like that from this zone, the previous resistance turn support. Yeah, I think that US30, if I look at the 15 minutes chart on US30, looks to me that it might go up again to bring some liquidity, and it could leave that zone there. Okay, so you could see US30 going something like that, okay, to move in that zone. Okay, this could be the situation with US30. This is the 15-minute chart, and I think that it might continue to go. So from NASDAQ perspective, US30 looks like a bit strongly bullish than NASDAQ, but we need to see this candle is still 5 minutes remaining. Forming this one as a bullish candle could lead the price to move to the upside, and could break this high and then could come back down again later. We look at the WTI. Let me see the daily. Yeah, US oil also daily looks to me that it also might go a little further to the upside. From the weekly, there is a very long rejection this week so far. After this rejection, price now in this narrow area. I think that this one also might go a little to the upside. From the daily, there's a big rejection. Still there is a probability for the price to go up on this one. Okay, looking at GBP/AUD, going back to that one, GBP/AUD from 4 hour so far, I think that this one also could continue to drop, respecting this resistance level. This is the 1 hour candle, which is closing in 18 minutes. We see that 1 hour candle is so far not closed, but if it closed like that, which is a bearish candle, we should be able to see GBP/AUD coming down in that direction. Okay, let me quickly look at all of them again. I just skimmed through to see, all the time I look at those charts, so I really know exactly whenever I looked at. Eurusdjpy looks like that bearish. Euro/AUD, this is the YouTube live trade, and also this is the same trade that we have sent to the students. We closed with 3 times profit on this one. Some of you have opened that, I already mentioned. That's great. This is what it is, guys. You don't need a lot of trade. We do open quite a few trade every single day in our VIP. In comparison with the time that I give, I really open less trade. I take a lot of time in front of the chart to find the best trade. In fact, if you are trading alone, you don't need that much of time. I do that. I spend a lot of time is because, this is my whole thing, because I have a huge, big mentorship, big students on me trading. So I just look at a lot of things. But if you're trading alone, for example, you don't need, maybe you need when you are expert on that, you might be spending 30 minutes in a day, 1 hour in a day once you learn. And if you have a decent trading capital, it really give you big extra support. And that, even if you're doing, let's say, a full-time job, that's always give a big confidence in the back of the mind. Imagine that you are doing a full-time job and working in half an hour, 1 hour in a day, you're earning the same amount of full-time job. You do the job, but still your mind is very strong, secure. You know that you have a backup anytime anything happen. You are fully secured. That give extra confidence, and that even help you to climb up ladder in your job. That's how trading really helps. Once once you are patient, and once you do the proper risk management when you are trading, is very important that you take time to learn the risk management, to develop proper trading psychology, and you can be on that. Okay, so euro pairs looks like very aggressively bearish. I'm just looking. So GBP and ZD is one of you asked for GBP and ZD daily. Looks to me that this one also might come down a little further. Okay, and then we might see that again going to the upside. From the weekly, you can see previous week there's a bearish candle. This week GBP and ZD so far drop, and I think that this market might come to this liquidity zone. So there is a probability for further drop on GBP and ZD. Looking at GBP CAD, okay, one of you asked for GBP CAD. This is the daily. I'll look at first of all bigger picture, monthly. Now from the monthly, we can see that GBP CAD has a bounce from this monthly resistance level, and then has come back down to this zone. And I think now GBP CAD might even come back to the liquidity zone, though it is a long-term bull market. Because the market has a rejection, we might see a bit down. Now looking at the weekly, this is the weekly candle. Previous weekly, there's a big long wick candle followed by a narrow doji. For me, I think GBP CAD might penetrate a little towards the downside. So this is in fact, this doji is an important level of support. Now the price might a little bit move in a sideway on the lower time frame. I think it might come a little down before going to the upside. So from the intraday on GBP CAD is consolidating here. After consolidation, we could see another attempt from the seller, and then we might see that the market bouncing to the upside. So for me, it's still bearish, but it's an exhausted market in that direction. So that's why I'll be waiting for a reversal for another big trade in that direction. As you have seen, we had a big trade the week before this one, 326 pip in one trade, and followed by another big trade on NZD CAD as well. This kind of trade also, you take big profit, 3 to 5 times profit, and then holding the trade for also long time is important. So Gbpusd, let me look at all of them to see. Okay, so we see that gold has in fact ultimately okay, so back to back two bullish candle has formed, is ultimately gold moving towards the upside. This is the 5 minutes again on gold. Let me see the 15 minutes. So this 15 minutes candle on gold has a liquidity at the bottom, and I think that gold again could continue to go up. Okay, so from the 1 hour, you can see back to back This one also forming kind of dodgy here, and we could see that gold is bouncing to the upside. Okay, so looking at the dollar yen, guys, we see the dollar yen has a pin bar to the upside. I think dollar yen might be slowly, it's still bullish. Dollar yen showing bullish opportunity, back to back two dojis, and this pin bar on the 4-hour is a bullish candle from the support. So dollar yen showing potential bullish price action. Okay, so US30 has in fact bounced from that zone, okay, from this level. This 15 minutes candle has closed above, so it has bounced. Anyone enter the US30 trade? In the meantime, guys, let me know in the chat. There is a free Telegram channel. You can join that to stay up to date with all the information that you have, post on the free Telegram channel. Hi coach, thanks for the update. Thank you, GU. Absolutely. When the 5 minutes trend returns to the hourly trend direction, do we wait till the 10 and 20 MA? Not necessarily, William. When the trend is very important, normally I use 10 and 20 EMA direction on the a bit in the higher time frame on 4-hour or on the daily, but from 5 minutes doesn't require to crossover. If it does, that's good, but the most important part here is to form a reversal pattern and started a trend, which is very important. Okay, this is the most important here on from the trending perspective. Okay, so US30 looks to me that, guys, slowly turning to bullish to the upside. Okay, we can expect some movement on this one. So this 15 minutes candle is a bullish candle. It might try to break this high with that rejection. Okay, gold in fact has that bounce. Okay, so yeah, there is a strong bounce to the upside on gold. This 1-hour candle there is a huge movement to the upside. Now I think that it might just from the daily support it bounced, so we can expect now is to come back to the resistance level. Okay, we'll be entering the trade if I find an entry suitably. So we see that weakness in dollar. Gbpusd might remain to the upside a little bit. Gbpusd. Okay, so gold, in fact, before the candle close, gold has managed to bounce back to the upside. Now we could see that the market, tested the support, and now we could see the market is continuing to the upside. Okay, with that movement, we might see this one now again breaking the high and still maintaining the channel. Okay, so US30 in fact has a Gbpusd. Now we see that USD pairs slowly picking up. So Gbpusd from the 1 hour, this is where I was telling that against the trend is sometimes a little bit of anytime you'll see the market will change its mind and will move in the direction of the trend. That's why I always trade with the major trend. For example, gold, I will only take the buy position in this situation. Now this 5 minutes price action on Gbpusd is a very strong bullish price action. Okay, so if you look at the 15 minutes, there is a very strong bullish price action. On the 1 hour, looks to me that Gbpusd trying to form a bullish price action. And looking at the daily, okay, now it may not go directly to the upside again unless you are trading on the very lower time frame. To go long, we need to see one candle is not net and never is a confirmation for any kind of potential trading opportunity. One candle will never be. I have shown you previously in what situation I have open position. You see that EURUSD is still dropping. Okay, this is where my favorite trade. Over trading is also a big trouble. Now you can see that EURUSD 3 times given us profit, and this is still, I think it was 2 times. It's still running in the same direction. Okay, still running in the same direction, and it's continuously will drop because there is a high probability for this price to continue to drop. So Euro CHF also moving in that. There is a lot of time that one need to spend to find the best trade. but if you once you master the chart, you know where a trade comes in place. With little time you can do. And sometime, if you are not experienced enough, if you spend too much time, you even might see that you are convincing yourself to take the trade which is not there. It's also sometimes causes a bit more trouble. Okay, so we are tomorrow. There is this is why we see now volatility coming. Okay, there is a news coming tomorrow, which is very, very important news. Okay, so we are coming, we will see the CPI, which is coming at 10:30 p.m. in my zone. And we could see market getting very volatile, with that news coming up. That's why we see this US30 has gone to the 2 times TP target in just a moment, but we didn't open the trade. Did anyone open this trade on US30? This one has a bounce exactly as expected. It's gone. Okay. So this is where this is what I talk about, the liquidity gap. Okay, so you see that US30 when you're discussing, because there is a multiple liquidity gap and the market is preparing for this up move. Very good knowledge info. Then you have made a good profit on this one, definitely. So you know that that trade we are discussing a couple of minutes ago, it just has bounced from here. You see, this is what I tell you, that guys, Forex Wizard is a real trader, and if you want to know how I see those trade, because knowledge is transferable, you can join us. All the trade that I take, I personally take, I post on the VIP Telegram channel, where everyone in this academy trading with us can copy those trade. Since this week, in 2 days, we gain almost 5.5%. If you are probably doing a prop firm challenge, struggling to make percentage, this is a very good place to be with us, to learn and to grow as a trader. We have a VIP chat group where you can interact with other traders and also learn the strategy that I'm trading, receive all the trade alert that I'm having, and also access the trading tools that I have, including this TF strategy indicator. Is available for all the students who are trading with us, who are lifetime member, and everything will be in your footsteps. So you can find a link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Visit the website, join us to learn our strategies, to trade with us. And awesome, very good. Very good, awesome, thank you. So keep in mind, guys, everything keep it as educational as possible, so that I normally don't put this sign, this one, which normally used for, because this was a high probability, that's why I put it there, so that some of you who are interested might be able to open in the demo account. So make sure that you keep everything educational, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I will be releasing some very important content this weekend, both on Saturday and Sunday London session time. If you want to look at all of them, and make sure you press that bell button and also subscribe to the channel, and give a big thumbs up on this stream as well. It will help the stream to be visible to more people. That really helps. Thank you very much for your support to the channel, and I'm also here to give you the best trading education. Awesome, very much. Look like the dollar getting little bit of dollar getting weaker again as expected. Okay, so you see that from the DXY. Okay, the market has reached the resistance level again, coming down. Let's see what all of them are doing. So gold back to back again. This session's candle on the 4 hour, for me it's a bullish candle again. And if I look at the 1 hour, but as I mentioned that I'm not going long because the price is still inside the channel, so you know anything could happen. I need to find my entry, then I'll be trading as soon as I'll find my entry on this one. So for me, looks to me that weakness coming on DXY that could lead to gold to be bullish. As soon as I will find that, I'll be looking for the trading opportunity. So I hope that you guys are enjoying. Give a big thumbs up and also let me know in the chat how you are doing. So you can see that WTI is forming a narrower doji here. If we look at the bigger picture, weekly and monthly, just looking at to see quickly, skim through, might come down for deeper pullback. Okay, so with that news coming tomorrow, we could see that all the USD pairs, including gold, might get very volatile, and we could see potential significant movement. And I'm on it. Okay, I'm gonna keep watching the price action for the best trade possible, guys. And as you can see in this live session also, you do open quite a few trades, and also I'll keep looking for the best trade coming in the market for me as well as for all the students and for all of you guys trading with me. So yeah, this is almost at the end of the session. I sincerely believe that you guys enjoyed this session. If you want to know more about it, you can join us. And also if you are looking to join a regulated broker, use our recommended broker. They're regulated. Using our link, you also helping the channel to grow. Thank you, and I'll see you again in my next live tomorrow before the London session as well as in London session. And thanks for being here again. and I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay happy, stay well. See you soon.